All right. Buckle up, kids, because all those leaks you saw of the Switch 2, look at the controller showed behind the doors of CES, well, looks like it's true because it was announced today, January 6th, 2024, 25. Whew. All right, so let's kick this off by at least going over the very few details and things that reveal gave us, because it basically like gave us nothing. It was like when you know someone really well and you've hung out with them and then they go to college and they disappear for a few years and they come back and they're like a little wider or a little bigger and you don't really know why, but they look like they've grown up. That's kind of what the Switch 2 reveal looked like. Something you can't quite place. Anyways, so that's going off of that, it's bigger. Apparently, some sources say 1 inch. Specifically, I mean, the assumption is that it's 1.4 inches big. I'm willing to put my money down. I'd say it's gonna be 1.3, but they're gonna tell you it's 1.4. It's got 2 USB-C ports. That means you could dock it upside down. I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure we're gonna try it the moment we get our hands on it. Speaking of which, when you dock it, it's now got a little space, a little more space above it, which I think is great. I think it's fine. People seem to be really upset.
I don't like it. It looks weird.
Why?
It looks like it doesn't fit on the thing. It looks like I'm trying to put it on, and it's like, oh, this is too big. It's weird. I just think it's weird.
It's backwards compatible, but not with everything. So it didn't say exactly what it wouldn't be backwards compatible with, but we do know it uses the cartridges that probably still taste like shit. I mean, that is, oh, I shouldn't swear because of Nintendo. Okay, well, you can keep that. But it's safe to assume, they did have an asterisk that said not every game will be compatible with the Switch 2, and I'm assuming Labo isn't making the cut.
Oh, I saved all my cardboard.
You have all the Labo cardboard still.
It's just sitting in my garage. Now I'll never get to use it.
You didn't use it the first time?
I was waiting for a better part.
You didn't do the robot?
No, I wanted to see it in 4K.
Look, I thought that was going to be the VR of Switch. Here we are. The Joy-Cons don't have the infrared sensor on them, so that hot dog eating game that people loved, 1-2 Switch, probably isn't going to make the cut.
Show the clip of Rob?
Show the clip of Rob.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Now you got it. You're on a roll.
You can hear his lips smacking.
Thank you. You may have not noticed this, but there's a new Mario Kart game, or at least that's what it looks like. If you squint your eyes, it might look like Mario Kart 8, but there's a whole desert, there's a lot more drivers. Donkey Kong no longer looks like Donkey Kong. He looks like the Donkey Kong from the movie. Whether that's confirmed, I don't know. I don't like it. I would prefer not. I want my boy, I mean, he can look however he wants. Chris Pratt. But anyways, new Mario Kart, the suspicion is that it's gonna have, there's a 24 racer mode based on what people have seen online. I found out from a source that I cannot name that apparently it's Tommy Facchetti from Grand Theft Auto Vice City is one of the racers, and you can actually get out of your cart and steal other people's carts. You heard it here. I am not a trusted source. GameSpot is, but I mean, me, Kurt, Indovina, I'm doing my best. And the last thing we know for absolute certain, unless the stars align or the dimension is split, we're gonna have a Nintendo Direct in April, which I'm assuming will show this thing off. And for everyone who's upset about it being one color with a little splash of color, there's gonna be more colors, and they're gonna show them at that Direct.
You think?
I think they are. I'm willing to bet that there will be. Jean-Luc.
The color. Why you gotta make everything more?
It's all grown up. For the record, it's got color. It's all black, it's got a splash of color.
You won't see it. Where's...
Guess who else is all in black and has a little pop of color? This guy, right here. It's got fun under the hood. You have to I mean, why would you, it's like, come on. Do you like me?
Yeah.
Am I fun?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, the Switch isn't going to be fun all the time either, so. Oh, here's something else. There's this whole thing about the C button. There's a mysterious new button on the right Joy-Con. Frankly, it just looks like another capture button. I know what that button is, the C button. However, most of you viewers are not old enough to know yet, so I guess you just have to find out when you're older. I have no idea what it is. But there is a suspicion that it's a mouse, that the Joy-Cons work as a mouse, and you can see this in the trailer because they show it skating around, and I don't believe that they would do that without some sort of intention to show off that you can use it like a mouse, which means it's gonna be a whole lot easier to play hidden object games on the Switch, which is I'm a fan of. Either that or you're finally gonna, I don't know, play all those first-person shooters, Splatoon with a mouse. I don't know how that's gonna work with the other one, unless you have two mouses, two mice. Is there a lot of games like that with two mice? All right, so there's one thing I do want to talk about, and that is the fact that that this was kind of like a plain Jane sort of reveal of a thing. And of course, there's a lot of reasons why that could be. It could be because the stockholders needed it. It could be because there's been so many damn leaks already that Nintendo just had to show us their hands and be like, look, it exists. All right, here it is. We'll let our lawyers do the talking with all the other people who were showing things behind the doors at CES. But I will say, we're missing a sweet reveal because that first one, that first Switch that happened in 2017, you know, like, just be yourself!
So be yourself. And try to have a good time.
And there's the girl who like sees her friends on the rooftop. I think she's gonna come back in this next one, but instead she's gonna be like diving out of a plane and see her friends, and she's gonna like land on a rooftop with her friends, and then she's gonna reveal the next 3D Mario. And the dude who was playing Breath of the Wild and his dog was like, pay attention to me, and he completely ignored him and just picked up a Switch and walked out the door. I think he's gonna show up too, but this time he's gonna be in jail. And I think his dog is gonna have to visit him in the visitor center to like play the Switch 2 and use the mice games that play hidden object games. It's not gonna happen?
Just cut all this. Just.
What? Hold on. Okay, fine. One more. The only thing I wish out of the next cool thing that they're definitely most likely probably making is just don't have Imagine Dragons, Bon Jovi, or Dave Matthews Band do the song for it. And we're good. Instead, you should have Def Leppard do it. And it would be like, pour some sugar on me, because I'm hot and sick and sweet from my head to my feet. Switch 2. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's out. We got some time. It's coming. Unless it's just as long as it doesn't look like this thing. It's a little bit more functional than this. We're good. Thanks for watching, kids. See you next time.